Hello, today I am demonstrating flexibility and mobility exercise 3. This is what the workout's going to look like. All you will be needing is a mat or a towel and a chair. You will have a set of exercises and then you will hit what's called the middle block, which is the exercises that are in between the middle block are going to be completed 3 times. So the exercises, 3 exercises need to be completed in order 3 times. So we'll kind of explain that more once we get there. So the first, you're going to start with hip circles. And again, all these exercises are not supposed to be sped through, but rather slow and really focusing on the movement and the mobility of the joints we are stretching and working. So first we're going to do the hip circles. 6 total on the right, 6 total on the left leg, but 3 each direction on each leg. So all fours, your shoulders are above your wrists, and we are first going to start with the right leg, and we are going to go out, up, back in, out, up, back in, and then once you do 3 that way, you're going to do 3 reversed. Just like that. Slow and controlled movement. I was looking at the camera, but you're going to keep your head down and your shoulders squared. So that is the first exercise for workout number 3. Alright, so the second exercise is what's called a straight leg bear crawl. You're going to start on your hands and your feet. You're going to stay in a downward dog position, keeping your legs straight throughout this whole exercise. You're going to walk forward 5 times and walk backward 5 times, and that equals 1 repetition. And you're going to do 5 repetitions total. So, whichever leg you're moving with, the opposite arm is going to move. So it's like this, just like you're walking. So you're going to do 5 of those forward, and then you're going to go backwards. Just like that, keeping your legs straight. 5 forward, 5 backwards equals 1, and again you will do that 5 times. Alright, the third exercise is what's called a low knees bear crawl. So you're going to get back into kind of that hip circle position, but instead we're going to put our knees about 1 inch off the ground. And we're going to walk like that, keeping our knees at that same distance above the ground, the 1 inch. Make sure your body is in that neutral position, core tight. You're going to feel this in your quads a lot. Again, 5 walks forward, 5 walks backward. Backwards, that equals 1 repetition, and you're going to do 5 repetitions. So for the fourth exercise is what's called a stationary lizard with a T-spine twist. You're going to start out with getting into a nice single leg lunge position. Your arms are going to be, and hands are going to be inside that front leg, not on both sides, but both inside. And you're going to put that back leg up, knee is not touching the ground, and you're going to rotate up just like this. You're going to do 8 repetitions on your right side and on your left. Okay, now the part of the workout we are starting is the middle block. So each exercise in the middle block is to be repeated 3 times. So the first one is the knee bend toe grab with alternating straight leg. So it's just like if you were reaching down towards your feet. Feet are going to be hip width apart, and you're actually going to reach down. You can bend your knees to where your fingertips are under your toes, just like that. And then we are going to slowly straighten one of the legs, back to bend. Straighten the other, back to bend. Straighten the other, back. And we're going to do 20 total repetitions of those. All right, the next exercise in the middle block is what's called a perpendicular lunge. So your back leg is going to kind of be twisted a little bit, and then your heel is going to be perpendicular to your knee. So just like that, and we're going to just lean in to that knee that's out. You should feel this in your groin and a little bit in your hip flexor. Keeping your upper body straight. We're not bending over. Keeping it straight, core tight, and stretching if you need to go a little further to stretch out that groin. If you can't go as far, just to where it's a little uncomfortable, but not extremely painful. So you will do 10 repetitions on the right leg and then 10 repetitions on the left leg. Okay, so the last exercise of the middle block is called the sideline rotation. You are going to lay down on whichever side you want to start with, one leg over the other, and during this whole exercise, make sure your knee is not popping up, but it is staying down. And you are going to put your hands together in a clapping position on the ground. And you are going to pretend like you're tracing a big circle on the ground. Pretend I have enough room and I'm coming all the way down to here and then back. And that is one repetition. Then you go all the way to here and then back. Keeping that arm towards close to the ground but not touching, and as big as a circle as you can. And that 10 repetitions on each side, and then after you finish this one, you will go back to the knee bend toe grab with alternating straight leg. And then you will do that 3 times through that block. All right, the next exercise is the long lunge, slowly shifting to a quad stretch hold. All right, so 90 seconds on the right leg and 90 seconds on the left. So this is just like what we did in class. You're going to start in that wide lunge, and you're going to slowly go down to that quad stretch. And we're going to hold this for 90 seconds. It's just as simple as that. You'll feel it all in your quad. And that's it for that one. All right, so the next exercise is called bent leg hamstring stretch, and you will need a chair for this one. You're going to do 90 seconds on the right and 90 seconds on the left. So whichever one you're starting with, you're going to put it up on the chair. You're going to be sure to keep your foot flat on the chair. And you're going to be keeping your hands behind your back, and you're going to slowly push your hips back to feel that hamstring stretch. And your upper body should be straight, should not be bent over like this, but straight, and you're going to feel that in your hamstring. And you're going to hold this for 90 seconds. And as you're doing this, really focus on breathing in and out. In your nose and out your mouth. Again, 90 seconds on the right and 90 seconds on the left. All right, the next exercise is what's called a chest fall through. And you'll be needing a wall. You have your palms will be on the wall. You'll move your knees a little bit further back. And you're just going to fall down and stretch out those shoulders and hold it for 45 seconds. And then you'll come back up after the 45 seconds is up, and then you'll push your hips back out again and push down, stretching out your shoulders and your chest and your arms. And that is the last exercise for flexibility and mobility workout number 3.